We are here with Nathan from Kimber Kable. And Nathan, could you talk a bit about the new stuff you brought today?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing that I want to discuss is the new flagship interconnect from Kimber Kable, Naked by Kimber Kable, and you'll understand what the naming convention here in a moment. What makes this design so unique is the complete absence of any insulating dielectric polymer. Typically a wire is jacketed in plastic to prevent it from shorting. Those polymers, while essential in some conditions, they do detrimentally affect performance. So what we've done is we've implemented some of our braiding techniques to take a specialized wire that we build in Ogden, Utah, that starts its life as a pure solid core copper conductor. It's then plated heavily in palladium, followed by gold. The palladium acts as a replacement of what nickel typically would be used for. That prevents diffusion between metals, and it preserves the integrity of the base. So the conductors are held in place with a braided matrix of cotton. And so we've utilized some of these classic braiding techniques to solve a problem, which would be the wires shorting out in a typical cable if you don't insulate it, without having to use a polymer. So something like this gives you the highest levels of performance by virtue of that absence of that plastic. The connectors as shown right here, these are custom WBT connectors that we contracted WBT to build. They would be considered one of their flagship items. WBT has also invested in a remarkably advanced plating technology that uses physical vapor deposition, and that is used on all of these new connectors that you see with the gold plating. So we're very excited to get these into the hands of these listeners so they can really see what a cable is capable of when you do away with some of these necessary evils.
So these, what we see here, these little strands, they're actually conductors, and the white is just the cotton, so you see it straight on the cable.
You see it straight on the cable, correct. So the those gold-looking kind of strands, that's actually the gold-plated copper palladium stranding. The white is the cotton, and it's unwaxed, so even the cotton itself doesn't have any polymer components. It's a very interesting design. There is a little bit of danger because it is naked, but naked is better.
And then the ultimate question, how does it sound? If you had to say briefly.
The sound is unlike any cable as a designer that I've worked with in the past. There is a transparency and a truthfulness to it that was surprising even to me as a designer. Right now, there's only been a small group of listeners, myself included, that have heard it. So I'm really excited to see what the rest of this beautiful community has to say with what this sonically produces, because for me, it's been a revelation. So.
Thank you very much for taking your time to talk with us.